The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Young on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, the Rams had 2 and 8 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
Here is Young.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Young now. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, And now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it.
There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters, we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
Here now, a third down and 8.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
That is caught by Johnson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Oh, and this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. You talk about this Rams defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the number 1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
65 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jets are back within a score.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Throwing, Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Young off the play fake. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Julian Okwara.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with.
And got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Tyquan Thornton.
Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is good.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On play action.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On play action, Young. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The 22 more yards there and another first down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Young will set to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. To throw, Young. And he comes back with one complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Now Young on fourth down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
strong.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
One more time with Strong.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is Miller, complete.
He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Scotty Miller.
75 yards.
And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Off the play fake, Young rolling to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On second down, Young again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Here comes third and about a foot. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Yellow, 22.
A play fake. Now Young.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Hubbard is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down. Oh, Young loses it.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
So this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Young. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now they'll run it on the toss.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Going up top for Miller.
That's into the crowd and intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Follow reception, Young. High throw, but the catch is made.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, LA.
Kyle Pitts,
42 yards.
and the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. The Bears are going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. 136 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action with Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Right side, Thornton with it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Right 80. Right shot. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
It's Young off play action. Sliding out of the... And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Now Young to throw on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Young
checks this down to Hubbard.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Burrow. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got the hook up to Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down. Here's Burrow. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Young on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
One last shot for Young. And that will be incomplete.